guys, what is up? Welcome back to our channel. To those of you who are new here, my name is Nawfa Nurie and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's video is a Q&A video. So a couple of days ago, I had put out stories on my Instagram and Facebook page asking you guys to send me questions, and oh my god, y'all send me such amazing questions. Like every time I read a question, I'm like, wow, that is so thoughtful. So today's questions are a mix of some fun questions and some quite intense but important questions. So without much further ado, let's get right into it. How has your siblings' characteristics affected you? Now, I don't know if this counts, but this is something that has stuck with me. So basically, when I was young, I slept with a blanket on, but I didn't necessarily cover my feet all the time. Okay, so one day my sister told me that, you're exposing your feet. How dangerous is that? Like someone could pull you in. Like, when you cover your feet and you put the blanket up this words, like you put the blanket up like this, means you're completely protected from all evil and ghosts and all of that. So even till today, like if my blanket does not cover my feet, I feel like I'm unsafe. And if I cover my feet and not the rest of my body also, it works fine because I am safe. My feet are covered. If I could eliminate one weakness or one limitation in life, what would it be? That's a good question. I think it would then again be that, I just eat chicken and very limited number of vegetables. So I would like to change my eating habits. I would like to eat a lot more healthier and a lot more things. Like I would love to eat seafood and even red meat, So yeah, I think it would be my eating habits. One thing you know now that you wish you knew as a kid, I think that life is not a competition, It's not about who gets the best grades and who's the teacher's favorite and who's good at sports and things like that. Everybody is so unique and individual, and we should all embrace that individuality. I think that is something that we should know and we should pass on to our kids and everybody, to just be so comfortable with the person that you are without comparing yourselves to others. So I think that. If you had to pick between strength and intelligence any day. Intelligence can move mountains and intelligence is so sexy. So intelligence for sure. One cause you feel strongly about, I think it would be children's education, because when you donate money or when you help someone, that is a wonderful cause, but that can only sustain for a limited amount of time. But when you make an individual, a child, capable to be able to take care of themselves and their family, that is what is going to be lasting. That is what is going to change world. So definitely it would be children's education and empowering the kids with knowledge. What do you do if you can't sleep at night? Now this is a very good question. Why? Because I am usually trying to go to bed early, but when I hit the bed, I kind of feel like wide awake and like I'm not going to sleep now. So I've been trying different things. Like I listen to different music. I listen to some interesting voiceovers and audios and stuff like that, which kind of help me relax and put me to sleep. It also helps to visualize something, like visualize a forest or some beautiful space and just completely be present in that moment in your mind. That really helps. So yeah, what do you do the most when you are bored? Now when I'm bored, I eat and I eat a lot. I listen to music, I watch Friends over and over and over again, I scroll through my Instagram, and I think about what next video am I going to make for my YouTube channel. What does your name mean? So my name means like really tall and high in Arabic as per Google. So yeah, I guess that's what it means. What are some of your bad habits? I think the first one would be that I do tend to oversleep, and I don't like that at all. I feel like I waste so much time where I can be productive and get things done by sleeping. Sometimes I'm too lazy, so I try to make excuses in my mind that, oh, it's already 4 o'clock now, the sun is going to set soon, it's not so bright, so let me not shoot this video today, let me shoot it tomorrow. So I kind of try to trick my brain to being lazy. So yeah, I think these two habits are really what I want to get rid of. I should work on them. What is one thing that I'd rather pay someone else to do than do it myself? This has to be cleaning the house and doing the dishes. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate doing the dishes. I don't know why. Like I can stand for 12 hours straight and I'd be fine. But if I wash the dishes for 15 minutes in my kitchen, I am like, my back is paining. Somebody get me some move. I'm serious, I just hate to do things at home, like cleaning, and cooking is okay, but not the cutting bit and not the washing bit. So yeah, I'd pay somebody to do that for me. What is your favorite type of clothing? It has to be dresses. I love wearing dresses. Like, just the whole effort of putting like a pant and a t-shirt or a shirt together, it's just so exhausting. And then you accessorize it with some scarf and belt and all of that. Like, I don't like all of that. So I just like to buy really nice dresses, which I like for different occasions. And it's just so much more easier. Pick up the dress, pick up the shoes, take the bag, and out of the house. So I love dresses, and I think it looks really elegant and stylish and classy as well. So dresses. What is the best thing that happened to you recently? So my sister just gave birth to my nephew this month. So that has to be the best thing that's happened recently. I'll be sharing pictures and videos soon on my Instagram, so you can stay tuned for that. What is the one quality that you hate in people? I think people who do not respect and appreciate time, whether it's their own time or whether it's someone else's time. So because time is your most important and valuable asset in life, like everything that you can do and get done requires time, and it's only a finite resource. So yeah, time. What's the closest thing to real magic? I think it is self-love, because once you discover yourself and once you start loving yourself, your life becomes beautiful. You see everything, for what it truly is and what it truly means, and you just love yourself and everything about yourself. So that is so magical. So definitely that is the thing which is the closest to real magic. In fact, it is real magic. What is something that your brain tries to make you do but you don't want to do it? I think it has to be, again, the whole, waking up, because I feel like me and my body, I need 8 hours or more of sleep, So whenever my brain tries to tell me that, wake up, you have this to do, that to do, I try to make up excuses to kind of push it so I can stay in bed for longer. Would you like to look into the future or the past? Now, not the future for sure, because I love the mystery that life holds and how we, work on every day to create a better tomorrow. So that is something that is good if it's mysterious, and I don't even want to see the past, like something what's gone and what's done and is history. So no, I think I just don't want to see either of it and just live in the present moment fully. Have you gone into a room and forgotten why? All the time. Room especially, and also my kitchen. Like so many times I've gone to the fridge, I open the fridge and I'm like, what did I come here for? And then I see something unhealthy, something sweet, and I pick that up instead, and I'm back in my room. So, but yeah, this definitely happens. I think it happens to the best of us. Why do we knowingly indulge in self-destructive habits? Now, this is a really fantastic question. It is because sometimes we think that we cannot control some things, right? For example, anger is so self-destructive, and we tend to think that if someone or something makes us angry, it's natural perhaps for us to be angry, but that's not the case. Anger, sadness is all taught by ourselves to our mind and body, and we can undo it. We can find ways to re-engineer it. And also sometimes, like, we're just too familiar with the situations that we're in. For example, you spend too much time playing a game on your phone, and then after some time you think that you've spent way too much time doing this. So what you should do is you have to try to replace your bad behaviors with better habits, better behaviors. That's the only way that you can get rid of those habits. So if you watch too much Netflix, if you play too many games on your mobile or desktop or wherever, replace it with other healthier habits. Now this could be anything. I don't want to say that, read a book and this and that. Maybe that's not something for you. Everybody has something different for themselves, but find something that is interesting to you, that is engaging, and that is a much positive attitude. It's to understand that you can get rid of something, and it's to find ways to replace those behaviors with much more positive behaviors. Wow, that was a long answer. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Like, why brother? But brother, I think Dwayne Johnson. Like, I just love how protective he is of his family, at least that's what I understand from his movies and also his real personality. So if he was my brother, and he's just so big and so protective, and he just feels like such a loving person. So I would love to have him as my brother. If you had to pick one habit that could change your life, what would it be? I think it has to be self-belief. When you can completely rely on yourself and trust yourself, you can move mountains. Like, it's self-believing and positive thinking, but for positive thinking to work at its best, you have to be able to believe in yourself, to believe in your abilities and capabilities. So when you think positively, you know deep down inside, you believe that you can do this and you will do this in reality. So Yeah, just believe yourself, believe your abilities, and that can completely change your life. So place your trust in yourself the most. Do you believe ignorance is a bliss? Now it works two ways, okay? For something that doesn't bother you as much, if you ignore, like if it's an external person who you don't know much about and you ignore that person and you ignore something that they have done, is fine. At the same time, if something bothers you deep down, something that has upset you, for example, and then you be like, I'm gonna ignore it, but maybe a few hours later, a few days later, you still have it within you. Now that is dangerous. That is not a bliss at all. So what you should do is, something that bothers you, address it. Address why is it happening, who caused this to happen. If you can, then you speak to that person or whatever it is, deal with your emotions. Don't ignore it, because that might just build and pile on. So you have to be able to take that judgment call on what are the situations that you can ignore blissfully and what are the situations that you must address. How to be honest even when you can hurt someone else with your honesty. Now this is a very fantastic question. I really believe that honesty is the best virtue no matter what the situation, right? So if what you are saying is what you truly believe and it's your honest opinion, then you must definitely share it, because maybe the hurt could be temporary, but the advice or what you have to say or what you truly feel, the effects of that could be long term and could be amazing. So always never lie about your feelings, never lie about what you truly feel, because that's like betraying the other person. It's like keeping them in a dark light, which you shouldn't do. Even if it hurts them, remember that hurt is just temporary. How do you replenish your energy? I think by sleeping and eating and reading. Yeah, these are the three things that I love to do to gain my energy back. If you could change one thing about your home, what would it be? I would include a huge, massive walk-in closet for myself and a big swimming pool. Yeah, I think these two things. How to sustain self-motivation when you're dealing with a setback. Now, important thing to remember here is that setback and failures are actually blessings in disguise. They truly are. Think about the last time. I will give you an example here. I have so many examples to give you. So there was this job that I'd applied for 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought that it was the perfect job for me. Okay, I thought they're paying me great, the job is great, and I was so convinced that I'm going to end up getting that job, only to realize that I didn't get the job. So I was like so upset and so sad for like about close to 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, why I can't see the good in this situation? Why can't I see what did I gain here? Because I always believed that whatever happens for the good, but it took me a long time to understand what good can come out of this situation, until I got a job which paid me even better, and it was a much better role that I enjoyed doing. And that's when I realized something that may feel like a setback, something that may feel like upsetting to you, you never know. It has to be for your good. So never lose hope, because once I failed at getting that job, I still kept applying for other jobs. I still kept attending interviews, meeting other people, and that's how I ended up getting that job. So always remind yourself of what is important to you. Always enjoy the process. It's the biggest thing in life. Like the whole journey of life is a process. So enjoy it. Enjoy each and every day and just keep moving forward. How to remain focused and avoid distractions when you're working. Now this one is very important, because you have to kind of bribe yourself. Like for example, if you work for 2 hours straight, you can go have your favorite tea or anything like that. You can take 15 minutes off talking to your friend or something that will re-energize you while making sure that you're finishing your 2 hours of work to achieve this reward and gift. You can also completely change your surroundings, because if you don't have any temptations within your surroundings, there is a very less chance that you might want to get up from your seat and go indulge in something that distracts you. If you could change your first name, what would you change it to? Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. No, I love my first name. I think it's pretty unique. In fact, recently I met someone with the same name. Like for the first time, I came across someone who has the exact same first name as me. Like I've heard people have the name Nawfal and things like that, but never a Nawfa. So yeah, I love it. I love my name. I wouldn't want to change it. What is your favorite quote? It has to be this one. Which is my favorite place in Dubai? Now I don't know, I can't really call it my favorite, but I spend the most amount of my time at Mirdif City Center. So yeah, that's the place I spend most of my time at. But my favorite, I think home. I love being home. What is the first movie you remember seeing? I think it was Mohabbatein, like in the cinema. Otherwise at home we used to always have movies running, so I don't really have any memory of which could be the first movie that I saw, but I think the cinema it was Mohabbatein. What is something most people don't know about you? I'm quite an open book kind of a person. Like I'm very expressive and I'm very expressive. I think something that people don't know about me. I can't think of anything. Maybe that I don't like shoes that much. Like I love buying clothes, but I don't really like, or I'm not really crazy about buying shoes. So I have a lot of clothes, but I don't have so many shoes. That's one stupid thing that I could just think of. So my last video was about forgiveness and how you should be forgiving in life for yourself especially. And someone asked me a question on that, is that how can you forgive someone when they do not apologize to you? Now what's the main thing to remember here, which I also highlighted in my video, is that when you forgive someone, it's not for them, it's for you. So whether they offer you an apology or no, you deserve to relieve yourself, to get that burden off your mind and your heart. Having said that, it doesn't mean that this is easy. It's very difficult to kind of forgive someone, for something that they did and they're not even sorry about it. But then again, it's a practice. You have to practice to put yourself first, your future first, and not your past hurts. If you could eat lunch with one famous person, who would that be? Keanu Reeves. I love Keanu Reeves and I would just love to spend time with him and just hear him and see him and meet him. So yeah, it has to be Keanu Reeves. What is something that someone has tricked you into believing or doing? I love chicken keema, okay, but I don't eat lamb keema, for example. So my friend's dad, he told me that, oh, this is chicken keema, look how white it looks, eat it and you'll like it and all of that. And I believed it and I nicely sat and I ate like a full, pet bhar ke one full meal I ate. And then I'm happy, I'm fine. And then he starts laughing once I'm done eating and he tells me, oh, but this was lamb keema, but this is like fresh lamb. And then I felt like, oh my god, like what did I eat? So the point I'm trying to make here is that everything is in your mind. Till I did not know that it is lamb keema, I ate it all and I was very happy with it. And as soon as I realized that it was not chicken, I didn't really feel that good. But yeah, if you can control your mind, you can kind of control anything in life. It's something that we should all work on and train ourselves. It's a constant process. How to deal with overwhelm in life and simplify things. I think the best way to deal with overwhelm is take time off. We don't realize we want to keep going so fast and do so many things in life, but we need to really tell ourselves and really know that it's equally important to have equal breaks, to have equal amounts of time to relax in life as well. Everything is not just about running fast and doing a lot of things, because while you think you may be getting a lot of things done by doing it every single day, you might actually not be working on your full potential and your full capacity just because you haven't given the time to yourself to relax. Whereas if you take a small break and come back, you will have so much more energy and you might get double the work done as well. So remember, it's very important to incorporate times to relax and rejuvenate in life as well, for you to be able to perform better even. So remember that. What is something that scares me that I would never try? Probably going to like a haunted village or a big haunted place, because I'm so scared. I make up things in my mind already, like when I'm scared, when I feel scared, I'm like, what if there's somebody there? What if something's happening there? And things like that. So definitely I don't want to give myself a bigger playground to think all this nonsense in a haunted place. So that is all for this video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed watching it. It was a very candid sort of a Q&A. So do let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts, and yeah, I hope you know me better now. I know for sure that you know me quite well by now. So yeah, if you've liked this video, do give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends, family, anybody, and do subscribe to my channel. And while you do so, please hit the bell icon so you do not miss out on any of my video notifications. I'll see you super soon with another video. Till then, you guys stay fabulous and take care.